Grace, welcome to another video. So it's back to school season. This is so tragic. I cannot believe another summer has passed and I still have done nothing. There's not been one summer where I've been like satisfied with anything that I've done. This is not a new thing. And that doesn't mean I didn't do cool things this summer though. I thought, what better way to end this summer than with a back to school video? I mean, obviously. And what better back to school video would be a back to school video on how to read in class? Yeah. When you go back to school, you go shopping, right? I know I just went shopping. I went shopping at JCPenney because I had the opportunity of working with them to actually go to their back to school girls night in tour and cover the meetup and meet Niki and Gabi, who are beauty gurus. I'm not a beauty guru. If you look at my makeup compared to their makeup, there's a significant difference right there. When I was there, I like got to cover the event and oh my god, there's such a story behind that. First, I go there, buy this dress because it was like 60% off and I really liked it, so back to school, yeah. And like JCPenney has like the cheapest clothes, oh my god. So like I'm scrambling around the store while these fans are waiting to see Niki and Gabi, who are beauty gurus like I mentioned earlier. They're like waiting in line while JCPenney has like Sephora stands out and salon stands and they're doing everyone's hair and makeup and I'm like, I want to be pampered too. So I did that and I also got to talk to some people in line and how excited they were to meet Niki and Gabi and how empowered they were by them. I thought that was so awesome.
Alright. Really excited. We love Niki and Gabi.
Awesome.
Yeah. Amazing.
Niki and Gabi are our queens.
Role models. Love
them. When I finally got to actually talk to Niki and Gabi for like the 5 minutes that I had scheduled with them, even though it was like 30 minutes late, I realized that I forgot my tripod and had nothing to film on. And I was thinking about using like a stack of chairs on top of a table since we were in a conference room. That didn't end up happening. So I just held my camera and I don't think it went that well. I had this entire video planned out. I was so ready and I only found out the day of that I was going to be filming this video with Niki and Gabi and I was like, oh my god, we're gonna do a judge a book by its cover challenge. We're gonna have so much fun. And then I find out that I could only give them one book cover. So I gave them a cover of a book that I had recently read and then asked some random back to school questions because I was curious and thought, screw the video plan. And I'm going
Kill it.
Alright, we're going in. Okay.
Yeah.
This is Niki and Gabi. Hello.
Hi.
This is Niki and this is Gabi. Hi. And they're gonna do some book judging today. It's gonna be so much fun. But first, my question is, how are you guys liking Seattle so far? Like, how long have you been here? And
we woke up here.
Oh, okay.
And we went right to JCPenney.
I think I've been outside for maybe 5 minutes tops.
Yeah. So I don't really know, but I mean, so far the air feels nice.
Yeah, we are in the Tukwila JCPenney for the girls' night in tour. They're gonna be doing a little meet and greet. Do you guys have any like getting ready in the morning tips for like back to school, especially like when you have to wake up super early?
If you're running late and you're having a lazy day, then rock that. Don't try to do part of your makeup and then not finish it. I would just wear glasses or like scrunch my hair and wear a cute messy bun and just rock like the laid back look.
I would always say like, I'm a huge believer in like the whole like makeup thing because I don't know, I mean I'm not saying like, I'm not bashing anyone who likes the natural look, but personally I was always into makeup and I didn't care how my hair looks. Like if I didn't have enough time I would throw it on my head and kind of just rock like mascara and like lipstick and eyeliner and
She's a makeup girl.
I wasn't comfortable going to school without any makeup on.
Do you have any advice for those who, I guess, may not also feel as comfortable without going to makeup on to school? Because I know like confidence issues are like kind of big in like schools these days.
But like 13-year-olds are missing the awkward phase because of YouTube and they're learning how to do their makeup at like 12.
Yeah.
We've met 11-year-olds who are contoured and eyebrows filled in.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Niki and I was like, when I was 12, I wish I learned how to like do my eyebrows.
Time for the challenge now. Do you guys have any like favorite books or movies that are like book to movie adaptations?
Honestly, this is gonna sound so cliche, but The Fault in Our Stars made me sob.
Okay.
And then I saw the movie and it was exactly how I pictured it in my head. It was so weird. Like even the characters, that and crap, what's the one?
Is it Paper Towns or like Me Before You?
Me Before You was another one.
Okay, gotcha.
Except I don't think the movie did the book justice, but then The Fault in Our Stars did the movie, or the movie did the book justice.
Gotcha. Okay. So this is the book I have for you guys today. You guys only get the cover. P.S. I Like You by Casey West. And so a little background. It's a realistic fiction, so there's no fantasy element or no weird world. It's just a regular like cheesy high school love story. And so what do you guys think it's about just by the title and the cover?
I mean, I think it reminds me of that movie called P.S. I Love You. That's what the title completely reminds me of, but because I
Do you know P.S. I Love You was based off of a book as well?
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
I think my mom read it.
Yeah.
Because she was like, don't see the movie, you'll cry.
Because I like have read a lot of books. I mean, I've gone through so much schooling and stuff like that. Really, like if anything I've learned in school is that the like front of a book really can throw you off. Like that could be the book.
It could be a tragic book.
Oh my god, does that look like the most
ending could end in like a death or
exactly.
like a horrible
Don't
fight.
trust this. This looks like a happy, cute book, but it's probably the saddest book you'll ever read.
Like, something tragic happens at the end, or someone's just like an awful person.
I'm with Gabby. I feel like it's a tragedy.
Oh my
like
god.
a tragic love story. That's what I'm going with because they always throw you off with the cover.
So the book is actually about this girl who like has like this kind of like family tragedy going on. But she starts writing these song lyrics on this like desk in science class, and then someone mysteriously like starts replying to her, and they like start this like note exchange, and then she finds out that her pen pal was like the person that she hated the most.
That's cute.
But it was really adorable. I really enjoyed it.
A guy?
Yeah, it was a guy.
Wait, I want to read that.
Yeah, she really thought it was a girl, which was funny. So yeah.
And the ending's happy?
Yes.
Oh, that's cute.
Yes, so you're not thrown off, but
Whoa.
so like the cover is super bright. Thank you so much for talking with me. I hope you guys have fun at your meet and greet.
Bye.
So that's the back to school fun of today. Once we're back in school, we don't exactly want to pay attention to class. And I'm gonna share with you right now, right at this moment, my back to school tips for you. So in the 8th grade, I took this art class. I would have lots of free time and would choose to read. But my art teacher, every single time he saw me reading, he would take my book and be like, go do some other art project or go finish your art project, when I had already finished all of my art projects. And every single time I read while he was talking in class, this was when I had finished all of my work. I thought it was okay to read. It wasn't like I was being a bad student and not paying attention or anything. But oh my god, I would still get yelled at for reading. And then other students who socialized the entire time and didn't do their work would not get yelled at for anything. They'd just go socialize, and I was the one who's being yelled at for reading and had an A+ in the class. Like, are you serious? So I do not want you guys to go through the same experience, because how tragic would that be? So my number one tip for getting away with reading in class is not entirely related to the actual reading aspect or hiding your book or something. The number one tip, which I probably should have followed in the 8th grade, was make good friends with your teacher. And I wasn't that great friends with my teacher. He still gave me like a good citizenship grade, because I mean, I'm a great citizen. But yeah, you gotta make friends with your teacher, because I realized as soon as I made friends with my other teachers in other classes and would get my work done, they would not care what I did. So after you are successful with making friends with your teacher, here comes the actual reading in class part. I call this tip the make it look like a textbook tip. This is genius, guys, okay? In class, you're probably taking your textbooks to class if your school isn't as modern. I mean, I know some schools have iPads and all their textbooks are on there, but my school at the time did not have that. This is the book that I'm reading and will be reading in class again. This is actually A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. And can you tell that this is A Court of Mist and Fury? No, you can't. You know how they always tell you to get covers for your textbooks because they don't want you to pay those fines and they don't want to have to get another book? You just take a smaller textbook cover and put it on a book, especially if it's a big book, and you read it in class while you're doing your work. No one asks any questions. I'm telling you, this is the most genius thing. People will be like, why are you reading a textbook so religiously? And you'll say, I'm a good student. And another bonus is that you do not ruin the dust jacket of your book, and you get to protect the like hard back thingy of your book. Okay, so what happens if you have a smaller book, like a paperback, and you want to be able to hide it? I found the smallest book I could. Dear Dumb Diary from when I was like 11. How do you hide this? You just smack it on top of your textbook. It's not that difficult because it's so tiny. It has like no volume, so that means it just looks like it's being blended into your textbook. So here we have our textbook, not really, and then we just smack dab this. You can barely see the difference. That's not that great of a tip, but it's worked for me, okay? When all fails and you just don't have any way to hide your book, just read in class. Unless you have a crazy art teacher, I doubt you'll get in that much trouble. If you're a pretty good student and your teachers like you, I doubt you'll get in that much trouble. If you finish your work, you're not gonna get in trouble for reading in class. People are just gonna be asking, why aren't you doing your homework instead? Reading is better than doing homework any day. So happy back to school season. It's the most dreaded time of the year. Those were my tips for reading in class. Do you guys have any tips? Because I would love to know them. I'm always looking for new ways to get away with reading in class. Be sure to go to JCPenney to check out all of their sales, and because holy smokes, all their sales. And also, if you live in a city that is going to be hosting the Girls Night In tour, Niki and Gabi, Alicia Marie, Jessie Page, and Allison Stoner are part of the tour, and I got a chance to see their performance, but I wasn't able to bring my camera there. I got to meet them with my friends. So if you live in a city that is hosting the Girls Night In tour and it's coming to you soon, I would suggest getting tickets because general admission tickets are pretty cheap. The only thing that's expensive is the VIP tickets. What I thought was really funny was that people were telling me that they saw me in these vlogs from the tour when I went. I thought that was really funny. I started getting texts like, oh my gosh, I saw you in Niki's vlog. Oh my gosh, cool. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more, please subscribe to my channel. My name's Grace. I'll see you in another video. Bye! I make videos every Sunday, so subscribe. And also, comment where you've gone back to school shopping, and if you're going to the Girls Night In tour, if you went to the Girls Night In tour, if you watch any of the YouTubers that are on the tour, I'd love to know. Before the Girls Night In tour, I didn't even watch any of their videos, and now I watch their videos. The tour opens you to new horizons. Like, I didn't even go as a fan. I went as someone who had no idea what I was getting into, and I really enjoyed it. So you never know. I would suggest just checking it out because YouTube is such a great place for everyone, and it can open you to a lot of things.